That occurred pretty much because we got told by our supervisor that we were going to do this, pretty much, or else.
Cameron, and
yeah, actually, and going back and Justin, this sort of covers some of your concerns. Historically, the Marinwood Association existed as a body of individuals that were concerned about any number of might appear at any particular time. And I go back, and I was a prior association president years ago, Walter more recently. We really reacted to things that meant a lot to the community. At the end of Las Colinas, before the homes were built up there, the association all of a sudden came back to life. It was not a California corporation. We had bylaws. Again, mimeograph passed on, and Walter can talk about any legality or lack of legality that we existed under. But the main purpose was to gather information. We could write, many people would come to the association and say, gee, my neighbor's got a fountain in their lawn, or in some cases cars all over their lawn. We would write a letter, but we had no authority. All we could do was just simply as a concerned body, and even that at times, that the recipient of that letter could often come back in a very argumentative, and you tend to back off. But at that time, we really had a box of history that would pass on from one association president to the next, and when all of a sudden, like what we referred to as Horse Hill, which is the not yet built but master plan development, you know, the box would reappear. And more recently, then it went on, and I don't want to talk a lot on this, but so it went from boxes where we used to distribute flyers to every homeowner, every doorstep, and I know every street in this community. That's the way we communicated to be able to get information to people than we hold meetings. Different now. But so I don't know how you get to legally to get to a design review board that could be helpful in this community. I don't know.
I have a comment.
Justin, Stephen, and Justin.
Okay. In 2006, I actually have a clip of this. Dave Mitchell stood before the Board of Supervisors, and this was when we were looking at Marinwood Village, a prior incarnation. But he announced that the CSD contributed money to the development of the Marinwood Plaza Vision Plan, and then Bruce Anderson stood up behind him and endorsed the vision plan as a CSD director and the vice president of the Marinwood Association. Now I could play this for you, but I won't. But I'll post it on the site later. But I guess I want to throw that into context of the discussions. So the community definitely, and the CSD, has been involved in development and design issues. So.
The point of my question,
And then we'll
Go ahead.
the point of my question was just to get an understanding if it's something that the CSD is able to create a committee for this nature, which I think it seems is appropriate for it to do so, and being that it would be a voluntary committee, the cost of it would be very little upon the CSD, but I think it would have significant benefit for the community as far as being, right now, all there is for individuals to try to make their voice heard to the county by writing to the different departments or supervisors, or if that could be focused into a design review committee that we're able to provide for the community at a minimal cost. I think that's a benefit that we should investigate.
Walter.
To try and answer Justin's question directly, the board, of course, can appoint the design review commission and give it the same authority as our and the P&R commission. What legal effect that may have would depend on how it's drawn and what you're asking those people to do. But it has been discussed in past years. It didn't go very far because the issue was not as hot or as intense as it is at the moment. But certainly the board could create a design review commission. Just a quick response to Steve's comment. When that occurred, not everybody was happy And that occurred pretty much because we got told by our supervisor that we were going to do this, pretty much or else. So we did. I think it was $500. The thing may have been even less, maybe 200. And they came to the homeowners for the Marinwood Association, pretty much with the same thing. You guys should have put in some of your homeowners' dues into this thing, or else. So being politic and looking in the long run that we had other fish to fry, mixing a lot of metaphors here. We put in a couple $100. I don't know what precedent that may have, but indeed, Steve, it did occur, there's no question of it.